Minecraft's hidden lore, a world with a forgotten past. At first glance, Minecraft looks like a game without a story. No cutscenes, no dialogue, no clear history. But when you step back and look at the world itself, the ruins, the creatures, and the abandoned structures, a deeper narrative begins to emerge. One that tells the story of an ancient civilization that once ruled this world and destroyed itself. The rise of the ancient builders. Long before the player ever appeared, the world was shaped by an advanced civilization often referred to as the builders. These people were engineers, explorers, and caretakers of the land. They didn't just survive, they thrived. Their knowledge of construction, redstone, enchantments, and portals allowed them to dominate every corner of the overworld. The Nether and the Piglin conflict. At some point, the builders discovered the Nether. Evidence suggests it was once a frozen realm, rich in resources. But over time, the Piglins stripped it bare, turning it into the hostile wasteland we see today. When Piglins began invading the overworld, the builders fought back, building portals and weapons to stop them. But this war marked the beginning of a dangerous pattern, solving every problem with force and exploitation. Progress without restraint. After the conflict, the builders returned stronger and more advanced than ever. They created powerful guardians to protect the oceans, brewed potions to enhance their abilities, and reshaped the land to serve their needs. Nature was no longer something to live alongside, it was something to control. As resources vanished, the world began to suffer. Division and the birth of dark factions. Scarcity led to conflict. The once unified civilization fractured, and fear gave rise to darker ideologies. Some groups turned to experimentation and domination, becoming what we now recognize as the Illagers. These factions reflect what happens when survival turns into supremacy and ethics are abandoned for power. The Warden and Forbidden Experiments. Deep underground, the builders constructed massive cities powered by skulk, a substance tied to death and sound. In an attempt to protect themselves, they created the Warden, an unstoppable guardian. But this creature wasn't balance, it was a mistake. It symbolized how far the builders had gone, creating horrors they could no longer control. Escape to the end. With their world collapsing, the remaining builders fled through strongholds into the end. They hoped to escape extinction, but survival came at a cost. Over generations, isolation and adaptation changed them. They lost their voices, their culture, and eventually their humanity, becoming the Endermen. Wandering figures, forever displaced, unable to return home. A world filled with echoes. What remains of the builders is scattered across the world. Abandoned mineshafts, ruined portals, ocean monuments, desert temples, all silent reminders of ambition without restraint. Even hostile mobs seem shaped by the aftermath of this civilization's collapse. The meaning behind the ending. When the game finally ends, the message becomes clear. Minecraft isn't just about building, it's about responsibility. The story reflects real human history. Civilizations rise, exploit their world, and fall when balance is ignored. The builders didn't disappear by accident. They collapsed under the weight of their own choices. The player's inheritance. As the player, you don't arrive to an empty world, you inherit a broken one. The question Minecraft quietly asks isn't how big you can build, but whether you'll repeat the mistakes of the past or learn from them. Minecraft as a warning. Beneath its simple graphics and endless freedom, Minecraft tells a cautionary tale about greed, environmental neglect, and unchecked progress. It's a reminder that worlds, both virtual and real, don't collapse overnight. They fall when responsibility is forgotten. Subscribe for more videos, and like the video if you enjoyed.